So if you're thinking about moving to Garner, North Carolina, or if you're already looking at homes out here, I want to show you something, because I think Garner is one of the most underrated spots in the Triangle. And I'm going to prove it to you in the next 10 minutes. I'm Rich Burghgraef. I'm a realtor here in the Triangle, and I actually know this area. Let's go. Garner sits right on I-40, the main artery of the Triangle. You can see I-40 in the background right behind me. Downtown Raleigh is about 15 minutes. RTP is about 20 minutes. RDU Airport's about 20 minutes. And you're not sacrificing location to afford something here. This is a thing that most people don't realize until they look at a map. People hear Garner and they think it's far from everything. So let me pull it up on Google Maps right now. See, it's not far from anything. Okay, so this is the White Oak Corridor, Cabela Drive. I want you to look around for a second. Starbucks, Panera, City Barbecue, Bass Pro Shop, Target, BJ's, all right here, basically on one road. This is all relatively new and still growing. I have buyers who assume that Garner is just residential with nothing else around it. I literally drive them down the street and watch their face change every single time. And here's the thing, you have all of this and you're still just 15 minutes away from downtown Raleigh. In some of the other suburbs, people are paying a lot more and they're driving 15, 20 minutes to get to a Target. So this right here is the Amazon distribution center right here in Garner. I know what you're thinking. Okay, cool, it's a warehouse. But here's why it actually matters if you're buying real estate in this area. When a company like Amazon plants a major facility in this area, they're not bringing one or two jobs, they're bringing hundreds, potentially thousands. And those workers need somewhere to live. I'm not telling you to go run out and buy something just because Amazon's here. I'm just telling you this is one of the signals that I look for in the market. Job growth is the heartbeat in real estate. Do you like what you're seeing so far? Leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe because it really helps me out. I want to slow down for a second because I think this is one of the best kept secrets of the Triangle. This is Lake Benson Park. And if you're not from Garner, there's a really good chance you had never heard of it. So look at this. You have trails, you have a lake, there's a veterans memorial, mature trees. This is a genuinely beautiful park. Not just a little patch of grass with a swing set. This is an actual destination you'd come to on a Saturday afternoon. And within a stone's throw, there's also White Deer Park and Nature Center. More trails, more green space, and actual nature programs for kids. And Garner Recreational Park if you want open fields and sports facilities. Here's something I tell people who are relocating, especially from up north. When I came to North Carolina, green space was on my list. And I think a lot of people who are making the move care about this a little more than they admit. And honestly, being here on a weekday with barely anyone around, that is part of the quality of life conversation too. Okay, last stop, and I saved this one on purpose. Welcome to downtown Garner. And yes, it's small. I'm not going to pretend it's Raleigh, but small is not the same as nothing. And this place has something that a lot of bigger areas don't have anymore. It has lots of character. Right here you have Full Bloom Coffee, a local roaster. It's the kind of place where you walk in twice and they already know your order. And that's what people are often looking for when they're moving someplace new, especially here in North Carolina. Now, Nana's Little Sweets right down that way. It's a local bakery, has a really good neighborhood feel. It's the kind of spot you tell your out-of-town guests about. And then there's this water tower. I know it sounds simple, but this thing is the heart of Garner. Here's what I'll say about downtown Garner. Garner's growing. What you see here right now is not the finished version. More is coming, and the people who got here early are going to appreciate that even more in the next few years. This is what people mean when they say they want a town with personality. Garner has it, it's just not loud about it yet. And honestly, it's kind of the whole point. Okay, so let's talk real estate. Because everything I just showed you, the shopping, the parks, the downtown, none of it matters if you can't afford to live here. Right now in Garner, your dollar goes further than almost anywhere else in the Triangle. You look at Cary, Apex, Holly Springs, same commute, same I-40 access, same general Triangle lifestyle, and you're paying a significant premium. In some cases, we're talking $50,000 to $100,000 for a comparable home. In Garner, you're not making that trade-off. New construction is still available here. I've got a listing right now, built in 2021 and still under builder warranty, which means if something goes wrong with the structure, you are covered. That's peace of mind that most resale buyers don't get. The HOA on this one also uncovers exterior maintenance, so you're not the person spending their weekends worrying about the outside. Garner is where I'm pointing my buyers right now when they want to be in the Triangle, want a reasonable price, and don't want to compromise on access to everything we just walked through. The people who figured this out a few years ago already won. The people buying right here, right now are next. I've been all over Garner today, and I want to tell you something. Garner is not what people think it is. New parks, Amazon, full shopping corridor, and even a downtown with real personality. Shout out to Nana's Little Sweets, those cookies are amazing. And Garner has plenty of options in the $300,000 mark that would be $100,000 more elsewhere. Garner's having a moment, so don't miss it. And tag someone who's been sleeping on Garner but really should move here. I'm Rich Burghgraef from Rich Burghgraef Realty. If you're thinking about buying or selling here in the Triangle or at the coast, reach out and say hello.